very famous drummer who was one of my customers. Actually, he was a daily customer. He indicated to me when I first met him that he couldn't play drums unless he was high. And one day, I proved him wrong. And how did I prove him wrong? When he came to me for his shot, I told him, or for his high that night before he went to work, playing the drums, and I said to him, I don't have any more. I ran out of it, except what I got cooking in the spoon. So he didn't know what I had cooking in the spoon. All he saw was a liquid in a spoon, which I drew up in the needle and punctured his arm with the needle and turned him on. The moment the needle touched his skin, he went into a deep aura. He started to wiggle and started pounding on whatever he could with his hands. He said, I'm great now. He said, let me get on the stage. And he got on the stage and he did a performance that was unanimous. Everybody loved him. Everybody went crazy playing. So when it was over and he came back to me and I congratulated him on a great job, I said to him, I got a surprise for you, kiddo. Okay? He says, what's that? I said, you got a shot of sterile water. That's what I put in your arm, sterile water. There wasn't an ounce, there wasn't a drop of drugs in that whole bottle. Okay? I didn't mean to fool you, but I just wanted to try it out. And sure enough, you proved that you have a needle habit. You don't have a drug habit. He's the guy. He's a drummer. And maybe, hopefully, I'll come up with his name as we talk. Who brought me Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday hung out with a lot of very classy people. Billie Holiday was a very talented girl at that time. I wish I could remember her famous song that to this day she's remembered for. She's gone now. Unfortunately, she was beautiful. She was a beautiful, earthy, talented singer. So they brought me Billie Holiday. This guy, the drummer, brought me Billie Holiday. And she asked for a 16th. I gave her the 16th. Watched her shoot it up. Watched her get high. Watched her flake out, which is the way it happened. Some people went into a deep, deep lethargy. Others reacted differently. It's all according to the personality of the individual. And so, every day after that, she came. And she used to bring her fee. She brought her drug, her fee. I took the money from her and I serviced her, gave her the drugs, and she went away. And one day, she came in and she didn't have any money. And she says, I'm waiting for some residuals to come from some of my records that is selling, you know. I thought she was correct. I thought she was telling me the truth, that she did have money coming from some records that she sold. And so I gave it to her. And I said, okay, you owe it to me, you owe it to me. It went on for 2 weeks. And at $20 a day, $40 a day, it got to be pretty much a lot of money. It got to be over 100, and then over 200, and then 500. And when it got to 500, I told her, Billie, I'm sorry, baby, but I can't carry you any longer. I need to make profit on my goods so that I could purchase more goods and keep you guys in good shape. Please, he said, I don't have any money. I'll have some money tomorrow. And I said, okay, let me give you this one, but I want you to know this is the last you're getting from me free. Tomorrow when you come, I won't even have it available. I'm going to keep it in my office, so I won't have it here for you to make me feel sad about it, and I'm going to give it to you. So that's what happened. The next day she was frantic, not sad, not crying, not humble, but absolutely frantic. And she came to my apartment in the Wentworth Hotel. She came to pick it up at my apartment, and when she came in, she sat there for a while, and she said, I gotta have it, Tony. Sonny, good looking Sonny, she called me. I gotta have it. I don't want to get sick. But I promise you I'm expecting money tomorrow this afternoon. Let me see if I can get some money to you tonight at 7:30, okay? And on the strength of the 7:30 order, I knew she'd be needing something at 7:30. So if she was going to come back with any money, you know, I would then collect. So she came back 7:30. She had no money. She was in desperate straits, sweating, crying, in pain. And so she reached in my kitchen drawer for a knife. A big, you know, one of the ordinary kitchen knives, one of the serrated edge knives. And she pointed it at me, and I mean pointed it in very angry terms. Give me my dose, or I'll carve your head off. And I looked at her and I said, you think you could handle me? She was a little tiny girl. And I was a young strapping boy. She was a little tiny girl, and I said, I challenged her. I said, I don't think you could handle me. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you any more. And I walked out. Okay? I walked out after making a final threat where I kind of thought that she was going to kill me, or that she would have tried under the conditions that she was in. So desperate. So I finally said to her, I threw the package on the table, and I said to her, here, but that's the last you're getting from me. And I never saw her again. She owed me, by the time we lost touch with each other, within a couple of weeks. In those days, it didn't take you long to find a new dealer, because there were dealers coming up all the time. It didn't take her long, but she owed me about $700. In those days, $700 was a lot of money. Unfortunately, I lost her, and I loved her, because I thought she was a beautiful girl and a great singer. And every so often, whenever I hear mention of her name, I try to think very seriously of the song that made her famous.